Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Minecraft Archive. I am here just outside of the lock and I'm going to show you one of the projects I completed. This project, the idea actually was from Snowhead23. He said that I should build a path that goes from the lock all the way to the Enterprise. And it took a lot of work and I think it turned out pretty well, but let me go ahead and show this to you guys. It's very similar to the path that you saw from the Enterprise to Enterprise Estates, except for this one is much longer, but pretty simple, just a gravel path with stone slabs lining the edges, and then we just have wooden stairs to be able to get up and down various elevations. But anyways, while I am walking back to the Enterprise, I just want to talk about a few different milestones that I've reached. Of course, this is the 30th episode of the Minecraft Archive, and I'm just shocked that I'm already at that many episodes. It seems like just yesterday that I started my first episode, and I had no subscribers, nothing on YouTube. I had never even made a YouTube video, and to already have 30 episodes of the Minecraft Archive up, and for you guys still to be this interested in the series is really exciting. Speaking of subscribers, since the last episode I have reached the milestones 500, 600, and 700 subscribers, and it just keeps going up. So I just want to thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I never ask anyone to please subscribe to me. I want you guys to do it under your own will, without any influence from me. If you guys really like it, then you seem to do it on your own. So when you subscribe, I know that really means you like my videos. So because so many people have subscribed, it's just awesome, and I just thank you guys so much. And along with the subscribers, I'm getting close to 100,000 total views across all my videos, and that's very exciting too. Never in a million years expected to reach those kind of numbers. One other thing I want to talk about, there's been no videos in the last 3 weeks. Of course, there was the week after I released my new video. I just didn't get to releasing a video then. The week after that, which would have been 2 weeks ago, my computer actually crashed. My hard drive had a corrupted Windows file. I nearly lost my Minecraft world. It got complicated. I ended up doing a robocopy. If you guys are familiar with command prompt, and was able to copy my files to an external hard drive. I reinstalled Windows, and thankfully I still have this Minecraft world. I've put so much time into this world. I would have been devastated if I would have lost it. But so anyways, that took me a good week of figuring out how to restore my world and reinstall Windows and all the programs I use, record my videos, edit my videos. So anyways, now I'm finally able to make videos again. And then last week I was on vacation, and I didn't actually go anywhere. I just kind of hung around home and just took some time off work and relaxed. So I just tried to stay clear of my computer. I'm a programmer in real life, so I spend a good amount of time on a computer. So I just needed a week to just kind of relax and kick back. Some of you guys might have saw me on Xbox and spent a lot of time outdoors. It's been very nice here lately. But anyway, so I'm back to making videos, so I apologize for the delay of making videos, but this episode is about the arena, which you guys have probably been seeing in this video. Edzilla actually sent me the idea for the arena, and I had been thinking about building an arena for a long time. And what I really wanted was an arena where I could fight monsters, and they would just, continually spawn, and I'd be kind of, trapped in the arena like a gladiator would and have to fight for my life. So it's circular with a glass dome on top, and I will explain the reasoning behind the style here very soon. But anyways, you have two entrances. You have the entrance over here. It's a spectator entrance, and you go up the stairs and you have a nice little viewing area of the gladiators fighting below. The top of the dome is made of wood because I want to be able to fight monsters day or night, and skeletons and zombies will actually catch on fire during the daytime. You guys know that. So anyways, the wood keeps them from dying in the sunlight because that wood area covers the area above the fighting area. And then you just have glass on the sides so that you have a nice view outside, and you have a little glass hole at the top that beams light down into the center area where I plan on standing and fighting mobs. So let's go take a look at the other entrance. And as you can see, I have these walking paths kind of everywhere now. The goal was to connect all my various structures in my world. So yeah, I can take a minecart path, or excuse me, a minecart track from one place to another. But let's say I'm wandering around and I'm midway between two places. It's nice to be able to walk on this path to either the Enterprise or the Lock or one of my various other structures. So anyways, this is the Gladiator entrance right here. This is where gladiators will enter the arena to fight. If anyone ever hosts this map as part of a multiplayer server, you could have several people down here fighting, and hopefully, the top area would just be lined with spectators. I think it'd be really cool. But anyways, got to make sure to close these doors behind me. Alright, we have a switch right here. What that switch controls is this door right here. And as you can see, there is a creeper waiting behind that door. So the idea is you walk into the arena. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of lag. You flip the switch, you run over here to the middle, and you fight here. Now, from this middle point to the outer walls is 24 blocks, and that is the distance that you aggro monsters. And if you're unfamiliar what aggro means, it means when I'm standing here, any monsters within 24 blocks away will run to me to fight me. Something else to point out, I have some netherrack blocks in the ground. When I originally built this, I had all of these lit on fire. And it just gives it a really cool effect in here. It looks really neat. But also the monsters will run into the fire and they'll actually die. Now, it is nighttime right now, so it is not a good time to fight in the arena. It's always best to fight during the daytime because in the daytime I can better control how many monsters spawn in this room. And in a bit I will get to how that room actually works. But let me show you this final room right here. This is the Armory. And conveniently there's a bed right here, and you can sleep in the bed and turn night into day without running all the way back to the base. Also in here I have all my gear that I need to fight in the arena. And while I'm fighting in the arena, I equip all this armor, and then when I'm done fighting I leave it here. That way there's always a set of armor and weapons so that I can fight in the arena whenever I want. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I say, it's nighttime right now, so it is not a good time to fight. More monsters will spawn in the daytime, and I'll explain why later. So let's close this door. And sleep in the bed, and then we will equip all of our armor. Alright, it's daytime now, and I'm just going to put all this junk in there. It's not really junk, it's, good equipment, but don't need it right now. And I'm going to grab all of this stuff. Okay, so yes, I do have a full diamond armor set for the first time since creating this world. Took lots of diamonds. And I've got a sword. I always like my bow first, then my sword. I'll stick the arrows down there. And I've got plenty of cooked meat in case I need to restore my health. Now, I've never actually had a full diamond armor set in Minecraft. I'm not sure exactly how much damage I will take. Hopefully very little. Alright, so I am ready to fight. Let's make sure there's some monsters in there. Looks like there's at least one creeper. And I'm going to go over here and flip the switch. So as you can see, the monster comes out of that little room. And there we go. Now the whole idea is that there is more than one monster coming out of here at a time. But sometimes it takes a while for the monsters to start spawning in this room. And as you can see, it's just a pool of water. It's actually what's called a mob evader. It's not my idea. I did not come up with it. I simply copied it off someone else. But simply monsters are spawning deep below ground, and the mob evader is taking them above ground, as you can see there. And then they come out of the doorway and they're ready to do battle. And since monsters tend to spawn in groups of like 3 to 4, you tend to get several groups of monsters at a time. Now this probably won't be too much of a challenge. I am on hard difficulty, but with the full diamond armor set, a diamond sword, and plenty of arrows from my bow, it probably won't be too much of a challenge today. But as I release my world for download, I encourage you guys, if you come into the arena and you want to do battle, you come up with different rules for this. Maybe you can't use a diamond sword, or you can't wear any armor, something like that to make it a little bit more interesting. But as you can see here, more and more monsters are starting to come up. And what makes it interesting is when you have different types of monsters you have to fight. I'm having to evade the skeleton and make sure I don't get too close to the creeper. And I am sure my frame rate is just horrible for you guys right now. I'm not sure why. Like I said, I had to completely reinstall Windows, so I might have to adjust some of my settings to get a better FPS while I'm playing. The water here is actually for when these pieces of netherrack are lit on fire. As you're trying to evade a creeper or a skeleton, you might accidentally step into the fire, and a nice quick way of being able to put it out is to run and jump in the water here. Let's see if I can get the skeleton to walk on my little platform here in the middle. If I can, he should catch on fire because we have just a big enough hole for sunlight to pass through. He's being tricky. I'm afraid I'm going to be ambushed from behind one of these times. Oh, come on. Man, my frame rate is just terrible. I apologize, guys, but I think you get the idea of what this arena is all about. Alright. I am actually going to go ahead and shut this door, and I'm going to let some monsters spawn for a little while, and I will resume the video once there are more monsters to fight. Alright, well, I have been waiting a while, and all I have gotten is one skeleton, so I'm not sure what the deal is. So I'm just going to kill this guy. Let me get some health real quick. It is very difficult to fight anyways right now with this poor frame rate. Alright, let's restore my health. And apparently I must have hit a torch with my sword and taken it off the wall. Oh, looks like this one right back here. Does that go there? Yep, looks like it goes there. Okay, oh hey, actually here's a zombie. Typically, monsters spawn in groups of like I said, 3 to 4, so I'm not sure why only one's coming up at a time. When I've tested this before, I was typically getting like 2 or 3 enemies coming up at one time. But yes, zombies are very easy to kill. No match for me. Alright, so anyways, I think that gives you guys a good enough idea of, how this arena is supposed to work, but I want to show you guys the actual inner workings of the mob evader in this room here. I don't normally do this, but for this I'm going to actually have to put it on peaceful, because as I swim down into this dark room, the last thing I want to happen is to run into a creeper and have him blow up and destroy the mob evader and the spawning room. So let me unequip this armor here. As I said, I'm going to leave this in the arena. And let me get all my other stuff back that I had before. As you can see, I made some shears from the latest update. Those are very nice. Okay. So let me show you guys how this actually works. I need a stack of torches. Make a few more so you guys can see down there. It's very, very dark, obviously, so I can spawn monsters. Okay, so all this is a 2x2 water column going from this little room here all the way down to a very dark room below. When you build this 2x2 water area, every block needs to be a water source, very similar to the animal farm. From the top all the way to the bottom, every single block needs to be a water source. So it's very dark, and I can't unfortunately put a torch in there, or you can see the water just destroys it. And actually, I just got rid of my water source block there. That was not very smart. And you guys can't see, so you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me get down here. There we go. Alright, I'm going to try to light this up the best that I can. Give myself a little platform to get up here, and you'll recognize this room very soon because it is identical to the room that we made for the monster spawner and trap. Differences in this one, we don't have a trap killing the monsters. We have a mob evader at the end of the room that sucks the monsters upwards into the arena. So very simple design. I don't think you guys will have trouble recreating this. But if I hop down here, the water's going to want to push me, so let's clog it up there. Pretty simple. The water flows until it hits some steps. You can use any type of steps you want. I used cobblestone steps, and you're going to do one here and a second one here. As you can see, you place a sign above the first set of steps, and then you place another sign diagonal from there. And what this does is it holds those water source blocks in place, and the animals spawn, or excuse me, I keep saying animals, the monsters spawn in this dark room. They're stupid, they jump into the channels. All the channels take them to this one central point. The water, because the water stops just before these stone steps, it makes them step up onto the first step, and as soon as they get into the water, they naturally want to swim upwards. And I hit that that one block that's not a water source block that I accidentally placed a torch and removed, so I'm going to have to fix that. Otherwise, the monsters may drown by the time they get up here. So yeah, pretty simple. I don't think there's anything too complicated about that or anything really more to explain. Just build this room, this spawning room, and you can make it however big you want. The bigger you make it, the more monsters that are going to spawn and come up the mob evader, and it'll give you more of a challenge in the arena. So I will come down here and I will remove all those torches later, and I will fix that one water block that I accidentally destroyed. But I want to show you guys a couple other things. By the way, this looks really cool at nighttime. I'm going to put the difficulty back on hard. Actually, this whole kind of enterprise city is just starting to look really neat. I'm really happy with how all this has turned out. To update you guys on Enterprise Estates, 58 of the 100 rooms are now complete. So more than halfway done, making really good progress. The one thing I am in big need of is black wool, and that is hard to get. I've been collecting some of the black wool at the animal farm and trap, but it only produces about 20 black wool a day. Not a Minecraft day, a real life day. If I let my computer run all day long, I only get about 20 blocks of black wool, meaning I only killed 20 black sheep in a 24-hour time period. So my animal farm probably just needs to be made bigger, and I probably need to remove some of the dirt that is above the surface so that more animals spawn in the animal farm. But this is something I added to the Enterprise. We have a little room here to grow sugarcane. Underneath these wooden slabs are blocks of water to give the sugarcane water so that it can grow. The reason I did this is so that I could make lots and lots of bookshelves for Enterprise Estates, because many of you wanted a bookshelf in your room, and it takes lots of sugarcane, lots of pieces of paper, and lots of books to make a bookshelf. So that's what that room is there for. Something else I want to show you guys real quick. I'm going to go grab some bone meal. And much of this part of the Enterprise has remained unchanged since I've last shown you guys. So yeah, just grab some bones here and make some bone meal. Alright, for this I'm going to need a bucket of water and some bone meal. And yes, I realize I just threw those bones on the ground, but I don't need them because back at the lock at my monster spawner and trap I have probably 2 chests just completely full of 64 stacks of bones. So if I just lost a few, no big deal. I can get more whenever I need them. Alright, I kind of got to be careful. Make sure there's not monsters around. Alright, looks good. Actually, I'm just going to go sleep in a bed. Make it daytime. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I'm just outside of the arena, and it is now daytime. I just didn't want any creepers to come and blow this all up while I was trying to explain how this all works. And I know it gets kind of hard for you guys to see on YouTube when it's nighttime. So, anyways, what we have here is a 9x9. I just did gravel, and I just made a square. So then in the middle here, in the dead middle of the square, I have a 3x3 wooden slab area with a hole in the middle, and then I have an extra wooden slab here so that I can jump up onto it. And as you can see, those wooden slabs are floating just 1 block off the ground. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering, well, what in the heck is this? I needed lots of red wool for Enterprise Estates so I could do all the carpet and all that. Somebody was questioning me and, wondered if I used hacks to get all of that red wool, and I said, no, I didn't. I used to walk around forever just looking for red flowers, and I really did, but somebody informed me there is a much easier way to get red flowers, and yellow flowers, and actually seeds. So what you do is you just jump up on this middle spot here, you right click with a piece of bone meal on the grass below. As you can see, some flowers and some grass grew. I then take a bucket of water and I place it in the hole, and it all goes away. But it gets pushed to the corners. And what I do now is I just sit here and I just do this a few times. And let's do it one more time. Okay, so on me I have no yellow flowers, no red flowers, and no seeds. So let's go down and collect all of this. So as you can see, in a very short amount of time, I already got 4 red flowers, 6 yellow flowers, and 5 seeds. So that is a very handy little trick that I learned from YouTube. I did not come up with that on my own. But anyway, so yeah, if you need to make lots of red wool, that's a great way to get the red flowers so that you can take them and turn them into red dye. Okay, for the very last part of the episode, I am going to travel over to the animal farm because I want to explain one thing. With that, I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying, my animals are not spawning in my animal farm. I built it exactly like you. I have made a small change to it that I think will help you guys out. But as we're writing there, I was saying 58 of 100 rooms are complete in Enterprise Estates. That is my #1 goal right now. I know I've been probably saying that for a while, to finish that thing. I have no other projects I'm working on. I simply just need to finish it, and I will be releasing my world for download once all 100 rooms are done. I don't want to release my world for download until all of them are done. To be fair to everyone that got a room inside of Enterprise Estates. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions, where can I download your world? It's not available yet. Many of you were asking, I don't know how to download your world. I don't know, where to put the files. I will make a video and I will explain how to do all of that. So don't worry, there's actually going to be a website that I've designed that you will be able to go to and download my world. It will have instructions, and I will actually do a special episode when I release my world for download. What I will do is I'll actually give a full tour of my world. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers, and maybe they haven't seen all of the early episodes. So making a video and giving a grand tour of my world, I think, will really help those people out that are new to this series. But thank you anyways for all the new people that have joined in on this Let's Play. It's just great. I love all the comments and talking with you guys, hearing your ideas. It's just a lot of fun. This is the official flag for Reverie. I can't remember who gave me the idea for that flag, but it was someone, and they said use blue, white, and black, and I thought that looked really great. So anyways, that's there now, and as you can see, there was a little platform up there where I can safely get off the minecart and enter into Reverie through the glass tunnel. Alright, so as I was saying, people were having problems with animals spawning in their animal farm. They weren't seeing any. I explained in the last episode, you might want to watch it again, the 272 by 272 block area is the spawning area. You're going to want as little grass in there as possible. But the big thing that was wrong with mine, if I can get out something to stand on. The big problem I was having is that I had torches everywhere on the grass, and it might be a little dark in this room right now because the torches are in the ceiling, but it's just enough light to keep monsters from spawning. And all I've done is every spot there was a torch, I removed it, and I placed it in the ceiling above. And that really gave a lot more grass for the animals to spawn on. As you can see, there's none in here right now. Can't tell you why, probably because I just traveled to this area. But anyways, animals cannot spawn where torches are on the ground. So if you built this animal farm from the last episode, please be sure to make this change. It should help you guys out. If not, you probably have too much grass up at the surface where animals are spawning, or else your room's just not big enough and you need to make it a little larger. So anyways, I think that concludes this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys can build your own mob evader in your own arena. I'd love to see, some of the different styles of arenas. I originally was going to make mine look a lot like the Roman Colosseum, and it just kind of turned into this glass dome structure, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out. There will not be any new episodes until I'm finished with Enterprise Estates. I know I still have 42 rooms left to design. It'll take a little while, especially because I'm short on black wool. But I promise you guys, I will be releasing my world for download. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun for you guys, and hopefully it's not too far from now, but we'll see. I don't want to make any promises on when it'll be released, but hang in there, and until then, no more new episodes, just so I can focus on getting it done. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you later.